I just cleaned my glasses and I can practically see in HD right now. Hi! So today's video is about something that a lot of you have asked me about, even though I'm just a beginner, which is film. Photography, film cameras. Just a disclaimer, like I said, I'm still a beginner, which means I have almost no experience working with it, but I still wanted to make a video of my point of view and what I think about film for the few months that I've tried it. So let's get into it. Okay, so cameras. I've used 3 cameras until now. The first one that I ever got was UFO F300, and I got it from Etsy, this place in Ukraine. It was a really good camera to start off with, and these are the pictures that I took with it. The second one was Yashica MF2 right here. I got this one from OLX, and it was just someone who was reselling, I think, like their parents' camera, so it was pretty old. I think it was from 1970s, 80s, I'm not sure. And these are the pictures that I took with it. My third camera is this that I got from bombayfilm.co, a shop on Instagram. By far my favorite one, so I ended up buying this and selling the other 2. Here I can control the let me switch it on. Here I can control the ISO, which is practicality, just like brightness, and here are the focus thingies, like landscape, portrait, whatever, focus. And these are the pictures that I took with it. Let's talk. Wait, I don't have any film rolls right now, but I have this empty box. Film rolls, they look like this, and they come in 2 different exposures out of all the ones that I've seen, 24 and 36, which really means 24 pictures in a roll and then 36 pictures in a roll. I would recommend 36 pictures in a roll because when you get it developed, they develop it each roll at a time, and then they price like one roll this much. So I feel like if one roll has more pictures, it'll take less like money bling bling to get it developed. I hope I'm making sense. Anyway, the ones I've used are Kodak Color Plus, Kodak Gold, and Kodak Ultra Max, and Fujifilm Color 200, which my least favorite would be Fujifilm. I had terrible experience with it because I don't like the pink tint that it gives. It gives it very brown, pinkish vibes, which I don't really like. My favorite ones would be Color Plus and Gold. I only had one roll of gold, which I kind of messed up, so I don't have that many pictures in it. But Color Plus, the colors are so pretty. And film rolls come in different ISO, which is a fancy word for brightness of a picture. So 100 being the dark, like the pictures will come out really dark, which means you'll have to take them in like a lot of light, which means like sunlight. I think 100, 200, 300, 400 should do. Usually your camera should be able to detect which one it is, and it tells you if the flash thingy should be on or not. And yeah, mine just switches on my flash by itself if it realizes that the ambience is way too dark. I hope I'm making sense. I feel like I'm making absolutely no sense. Anyway, I get my film from Flipkart, Design Info, OLX. Let's talk developing film rolls. I get my rolls developed at Creative Idea Solution. Well, this place, which is in Prabha Devi, which is 2 hours away from my house. The first time I went to go drop my rolls because, well, I needed to see the place and, you know, just make sure I wasn't leaving my precious babies just there. But the second time I couriered it, which was 60 rupees for me for 4 rolls, which I think is so much more cheaper than actually going there and wasting like an entire day there just to drop off my film rolls. I sent it through DTDC, and they do accept like packages, and then they develop it, and then they scan it, and then you have to pay them, and then they'll send it to you on your email. And they charge 450 rupees for developing and scanning one film roll, regardless of how many pictures it has. Like one roll is 450 rupees. But like I said, I started with the UFO F300, which I think was an amazing choice because I just pointed it at something and shot it, and it was done. I would not recommend starting out with like one of those classy looking cameras like this one, because I'm gonna be honest, they look really pretty, but they're a pain in the ass to use because you have to rewind it by yourself. After every click you have to do that and everything. It's a whole jazz. And I think if you're like a complete beginner in film or photography, don't keep that for later. Keep it for later. And even this camera is a point and shoot, which is not a classy one either, but it has a few settings, which again I would not have wanted to start out with, because I would want to have to just go with that so I gain more confidence using this. Yeah, so if you find a camera, if you're looking for a camera, I would recommend something that has auto flash, auto focus, and auto rewinding thingy, and this point and shoot. Please remember that. How much do film cameras cost? Film cameras can cost from like 600 to like lakhs and lakhs, but I would recommend going for like about a 1k to 3k range for your first camera, because from my experience, all the like a few hundred ones are either like slightly broken or, you know, not in use for a while, so they don't know if it's working or not, and a bunch of issues. And chances are, if you're just getting with film and you take a picture, you might think it's you and not the camera when the things get developed. Like, it's gonna be very confusing. And also make sure the seller has tried it and tested it and knows that it works, because it's going to, you're gonna spend so much money only to find out that it doesn't work. A bunch of my friends have been there, so let's just not do that. Still, I that's from my experience. Everywhere I've gone, I feel like that price range works. But if you're around people that are selling for less and it works, then definitely go for it. Ask them for proof and everything. But yeah, you need a film camera, a film roll. That's it. But you can get film cameras for rent as well if you don't want to, you know, definitely get into it. That's a perfect start to film photography. And yeah, honestly, just go for it. Just try one film roll, get it developed, and see where it takes you. Now let's talk about why I wanted to get into film camera and film pictures and film shit. It's because I think it is so cool that, dude, it is so cool. It's like, wait, let me explain the relationship. Taking pictures from my phone feels like someone I've just met. I want to put my like best foot forward and I care about what I look like. But with film, it's like being around someone you're comfortable with, like a family member, because then you don't really care what you look like, it's the memories. I hope I'm making sense, which I think is really cool, which is why I got, oh my god, wait. Also the excitement when I get the text like, we've sent it to your email. It's like I go through my email and I'm like, wait, I don't remember taking those pictures, and it's like a little gift every time in your email, but like digital gifts that, I don't know, it just makes me so happy. And also imagine like going up to someone like, do you want a picture? And they're like, oh, can I see it? I'm like, it's a film camera. But I will show you all the pictures, all the good pictures I've taken from cameras so far. Good according to me, because again, I'm a beginner, and please keep that in mind. Please don't judge me. And the bad pictures too, because, well, you need to see that everyone fucks up once in a while. Did I mention I broke my film into little pieces because they didn't know how to rewind it? So yeah, we all make mistakes. Just letting you know, if you're a beginner, I've been there. I'll show you all of my ugly pictures that I've taken. Most of them are just dark. Also, wait, I forgot to tell you that I am buying a couple film cameras just to try it out, but also means I will be selling a few on my Instagram story right here. So if you can't find any cool film cameras, just look out for my Instagram stories. I'll probably be selling a few film cameras because they're so exciting. I want to try all of them, but I know I can't keep all of them because they're really expensive, so I'll probably just resell like half of them. Now is a proper bye. Bye! Mwah.